Hi everyone, I am Narayan Rao from Micro Remote Sensing Lab, IIT Bombay, India. Through this presentation, I am going to share our experience with the Amazon Web Services in solving our research problems. Since the last 2 years, we have been using AWS services such as Elastic Cloud Compute, Elastic Block Storage, etc. In particular, we are using AWS services for agricultural monitoring and mapping, utilizing multi-sensor Earth observation data. Details of the project grant are as follows. Our project lead is Dr. Avik Bhattacharya from IIT Bombay, India. We have been allocated with an annual financial grant of $20,000 and we have efficiently utilized the fund for our research work. We have taken up many objectives of agriculture monitoring utilizing multi-sensor Earth observation data. Proceeding further into the details of the work carried out, the first objective is leaf area index estimation workflow for Sentinel-1 using AWS and Snap. We have observed a limited exploration of SAR data on a cloud-based platform like AWS. This observation led us to investigate a set of processing pipelines in a cloud-based platform for delivery of crop inventories. Subsequently, we proposed the AWS for Agrisar framework. The key processing blocks of the processing pipeline are configuring the Snap processing in AWS, Sentinel-1 pre-processing with graph processing tool of Snap, and LAI map generation. LAI estimation workflow for Sentinel-1 SAR data using AWS and Snap is as shown in the following flowchart. First, we import the in-situ measurements into Amazon's EC2 environment. Then we download the Sentinel-1 data. Now the second step is to pre-process the Sentinel-1 data and extracting the backscatter intensities according to in-situ data. This is accomplished by our proposed Sentinel-1 pre-processing chain. As a final step, we calibrate a semi-empirical vegetation backscattering model known as water cloud model and utilize it in PI estimation and mapping. The required processing algorithm is openly available at the following repository along with a set of configuration guidelines to utilize the processing workflow. Going into the details of the Sentinel-1 pre-processing workflow with graph processing tool of Snap software. The processing flow generates registered and geocoded polarimetric covariance matrix elements from time series of Sentinel-1 single-look complex data. As shown in the figure, the pre-processing pipeline is divided in 4 modules of graphs starting from importing the data to exporting the data starting from importing the data to the exporting starting from importing the data to exporting the data into the starting from importing the data to exporting the data in polarimetric covariance matrix format. The required processing algorithm is openly available at the following repository along with a set of configuration guidelines to utilize the proposed workflow. Proceeding to the next objective, plant area index map generation. Here, the processing workflow remains the same. However, to estimate PAI, we have utilized water cloud model as forward model and support vector machine regression model as PAI estimation model. Here you can see the generated PAI maps over the test site Vijayawada in India. Rice is the dominant crop of the test site. Here from the figure we can observe the spatial and temporal dynamics of PAI over the test site. We can observe a clear increasing trend in the PAI values from early tillering stage to the fruit development and dough formation stage of the rice. The table shows the statistical metrics of the PAI estimations. From the table, you can observe that the Pearson correlation coefficient for PAI estimates is greater than 0.75 in all the phenology stages along with a lower RMSE value. In this figure, you can observe the crop inventory maps produced utilizing the similar workflows over another test site in Manitoba province, Canada. The required processing algorithm is openly available at the following repository along with a set of configuration guidelines to utilize the proposed workflow. Similarly, we have also introduced 3 vegetation descriptors for 3 different polarimetric SAR data. Further, we have utilized these indices in crop biophysical parameter estimation. We have also developed standalone tools to extract these vegetation indices from polarimetric SAR data. The processing tools can be downloaded from the following repositories. We have also utilized our proposed vegetation indices to estimate crop biophysical parameters from simulated NISR data. We have obtained promising results from simulated NISR data as well. The figure shows the correlation plots of estimated crop biophysical parameters utilizing the proposed vegetation indices and simulated NISR data. Recently, we have released a QGIS plugin which can generate various vegetation indices and decomposition parameters from polarimetric star data. The plugin was built using Python and the source code is openly available. Here is the list of functionalities currently available in Polsar Tools plugin. However, given the pace of research work by our group in SAR polarimetry, there will be more functions available in near future. The plugin source code is available at the following repository. Here comes our future plan with AWS. Since the GPU support is currently unavailable for our region, we are pushing ourselves to develop efficient workflows to handle large volumes of Earth observation data. We have planned to utilize S3 bucket and AWS Lambda function to achieve our research goals. And as always, we release the source code to the public. Here is our research work submitted to the peer-reviewed international journals utilizing AWS. And here is our already published research work. Thank you.